Hi guys, welcome back to my Colourful Country Life. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my completed pages for the month of April. Now, I didn't think I was going to have enough pages to film this video this month. I was going to hold them back and do 2 months in one at the end of May. So there was probably, I'd say almost 3 weeks out of the month of April where I barely coloured anything. I did have what was meant to be a simple oral surgical procedure, but it went wrong. I had some complications and I also had some pain for a few weeks. So I was actually quite surprised today when I looked back at how much I actually did get done. And so I actually have 8 completed pages. Now, I may be stretching it a little bit by calling some of them completed pages, as some are actually just small images on a page, but I'm counting them anyway because it makes me happy. So I'm going to count them as completed pages. So let's move this to the side and we'll get straight into it. So first up, we have Layla Dooley's Beautiful Planet, and this one was quite a simple page. So I used Prismacolor pencils for all of the pencil work, Signo White just for a little bit of the bubbles here and on the center of the eye. Jelly Roll Metallic is on the fish scales. If I can, not quite sure if that's catching on camera because I can't actually see what's shown on the camera right now. So hopefully you can see that shine. Now the background was used or was done using Distress watercolor pencils, the Tim Holtz Distress watercolor pencils. Just one color, and I started off a little bit darker and then went lighter as it went on, and I've just used some Jelly Roll glaze in black on the 2 fish eyeballs. Now I do have a review of this book on the channel, and this page was also a colour along, which I will link up above too. Now my colour choices for this page were based solely on the fact that to me it looked like a goldfish bowl. I didn't want it to be bold and vibrant. I wanted a softer look, a bit more of a muted palette, and I'm really quite happy with the end result. So that is Layla Dooley's Beautiful Planet. Okay, next was Alien Worlds by Kirby Rosanes. So this one was a big project. I coloured this page, or this double page I should say, as my contribution to mine and Nessa's community collab, the Kirby Community Collab. I am still chasing up a couple of pages for the collab, but more info on that at the end of the video. Now I also colour this as a buddy colour with the lovely Alex, who is Jamali_creative on Instagram. Now I'll pop her picture up here, and I absolutely love the mood Alex created with her colour choices. It's just brilliant. I will pop the link to Alex's Instagram in the description down below. So pop on over and check out her work. And while you're there, feel free to tell Alex that she needs to start a YouTube channel because her work is sensational. So what did I use? So all the pencil work is Prismacolor pencils. Now I was aiming for a very bright, vibrant spring type of feel. Thinking of when you see those movies and basically when the human race is all wiped out and nature just takes over, and you can see all like the moss and the ivy growing up buildings and everything's so green and lush. That was what I was going for with my picture. For the background, I used Neocolor 2s. Now, the colours I used was to create more depth to the picture. So we've got a couple of different types of greens, but we've also got this pinky colour, which I brought through from the plants in the main part of the picture, just to create a bit of depth. So like you're moving through the forest and there's still sort of these pinky green plants in the background. We have glossy accent. So the glossy accent is on what I'm calling the robot eyes and nose, and also on our snake alien eye over here as well. We have some stickles on our plants. Am I in frame here? Can you see those plants on the edges? So we've got some stickles there. the CSY metallic paints on our snake alien wings. We've got Signo White, which I've used in various places. So they're highlights on our robots. They're also on these little spots on our plants. We've got Jelly Roll Metallic in Gold, which is all these little dots that are around the place. We've also got the Jelly Roll Stardust, which is down here on our claws, and it's also over on our hieroglyphics as well. So hopefully that's catching and you can see the stickles, the Jelly Roll Stardust, Jelly Roll Metallics, and possibly you might be able to catch the glossy accents there and our metallic paint on our alien wings. Now this is a 3-part colour along up on the channel. In those 3 parts I do chat sporadically throughout, just explaining how I break down and tackle one of these intricate illustrations by Kirby, and also explain my colour choices as well as we start to colour the page. Next we have Vintage Classic Colouring Pages by Tatiana Bogema Stolova. And this book was kindly gifted to me by my beautiful friend Monica. And I just coloured a quick little image on the book belongs to page here. Now, what I used was Albrecht Dürer pencils. So I used my Albrecht Dürer watercolour pencils. I based the whole picture with them first, wet, and then I went over with the pencils dry to add more shadow into the picture. I also used some stickles on the wings of the bee, and there's some glossy accent on the bee's eye and the little mouse's eye as well. So it was just a quick little page. This book has some really cute little images in it actually. Lots of really good autumnal pictures. There's also some pictures in the back of the book as well. Just little samples from Tatiana's other books. So these pictures here, these are really good autumnal type of pages. So that is the Vintage Classic Colouring Pages by Tatiana Bogema Stolova. Next we have David Peterson's Mouse Guard. Now this book was also gifted to me a few years back now by the lovely Tracy. I believe it is out of print now. I did a quick little page in here. This one didn't take long to colour at all. So I based the entire page with the Tim Holtz Distress watercolour pencils. And then I went over it to create some shadows with my Prismacolor pencils. We've got some white Signo just on the little bubbles here, and some stickles on our fish eye. So that was a really quick, simple page to colour. And that is David Peterson's The Mouse Guard colouring book. Next up is Joanna Basford's Rooms of Wonder, and I completed the owl page. So this is a colour along up on the channel, and it should already be out by the time this video goes up. If it is, I will put a link up above. I wasn't sure I was going to fit in another big page this month, but it turned out to be really quick to colour actually. This page, I absolutely love the way my rock wall turned out. It looks so realistic to me. I did question my colour choice as I got started, thinking maybe I should have gone for more of a greyish brown tone of rocks instead. But I was trying to emulate an old castle wall, maybe a bit musty and mossy. And I think I recreated that effect quite well. I really do like how they turned out. That's probably my favourite part of this actual picture. Now the owls, I added a lot of white Signo to them at first, and they look like they were covered in snow. So I used one of one of the French greys, I think it was French grey, 10% or 20%, with a really sharp tip, just to thin out the strokes a little bit. And I much prefer the way they look now, although this one here looks a little frazzled. It's been a hard day of work for him. Now, I made the window frame quite a bold colour, so I tried to keep all the other colours more muted so the page didn't look really busy. So what I used was Prismacolor pencils. For all the pencil work, we've got a lot of white Signo, especially on our owls here. Jelly Roll Stardust in silver, so we have that on our little border around the edges, but also a couple of the little details, so the little bows and stuff. It's just very delicate little added details of silver throughout the page, just for a little bit of sparkle. Our key is also in our Stardust in silver as well. And our glossy accent for our eyeballs. So that is from Joanna Basford's Rooms of Wonder, and for our full book colour along. Next is Tomislav Tomic's Spruck Jespos. I completely butchered that pronunciation. I think it translates to Fairy Tale Forest. So yet again, we have another quick page. Like I said, I didn't have that much colouring time this month, and the times that I was colouring, I was on painkillers, so there was only little bits here and there that got completed. This one was just a bit of mindless colouring for me, as the two halves of the page are mirror images, so I didn't really have to think too much about colour placement or anything like that. I did consider a background just with some soft pastels, mainly around the centre here in a green to match the illustration, but in the end I decided against it. I just liked the way it popped on its own. So I just used Prismacolor pencils, the Jelly Roll Metallic in gold on the border, and white Signo gel pen for the dots. So see if I can catch the light with that gold metallic. And that was it, just a little one out of Tomislav Tomic's Spruck Jespos. Someone tell me how to pronounce it properly, please. Okay, so now we have Maria Troll's Botanicum. Now, this is where I'm cheating a little bit by calling them completed pages. So this book was very kindly gifted to me as well, and I have completed this little butterfly on the title page. Now, what did I use? I used Polychromo's pencils, Jelly Roll Stardust in blue there. Let me lift it up for you. Jelly Roll Stardust in blue on the wings. Jelly Roll Glaze in black. White Signo on the little wings there. There's two little white dots. And the background is actually Pearlescent Chalks, the Pebbles brand, in like a soft purple colour. It's mostly concentrated here. I don't know how well it shows on camera because it's not really dark, it's very soft. Hopefully it's showing up. And also I completed this cute little dragon. So I used Polychromos again for this page, and then Jelly Roll Metallics. So I'll lift that up and you can see. So I've used Jelly Roll Metallics and Polychromos to colour in the scales, and the dragon wings are Polychromos, and then the sort of bony parts are Jelly Roll Metallics. So that is everything I completed in April. Now for my plans for May. So I was going to do a separate video for this, but I figure we're here, let's chat about it now. So I didn't complete most of what I was hoping to complete in April, and I didn't get any pages completed at all in our full book colour along for Mythic World. So I do need to pick a page in Mythic World. If anyone has any suggestions on which page you'd like to see me colour next in the book, let me know down below and I will check it out and see if it calls out to me. it's getting quite full, isn't it? There's not too many pages left to choose from. Oops. Most of the front of the book's done, I think. It's only just one and that one, I think, at the front of the book. So let me know down below if you've got a page in mind, and I will see what I can do. Along with Mythic World, I'd like to complete at least one page, hopefully more, in our other full book colour along for Rooms of Wonder. Feel free to give me any page suggestions for this one too. So no promises, but I always look at your suggestions and see if I am feeling that page at the time, to see what is jumping out at me to colour. So let me know any suggestions. I will do as many as I can in Rooms of Wonder and Mythic World because they are our full book colour alongs. And the first thing I am colouring in May is a double page spread from Hannah Carlson's Seasons. Now, it is a unicorn page, which is near the back of the book. I have started, so I'm not going to show you that just yet. I'm going to keep that one for the end of the month. Now, it will be a colour along up on the channel as well. I am colouring that one with Holbeins. Now, if you don't have Holbeins, you can still colour along with me. I have updated my conversion chart to include them, so I just need to double check and triple check my chart for any errors before I put it out there into the universe for you all to access. I will let you know. I will let you know here when it's available. I'll pop it up on my website. I'll also stick it in the file section of the Facebook page as well. It might be a couple of weeks before I get that done. I've also got a lot of swatching ahead of time to do. So as well as Holbeins, it's also going to have Artex, is it 126 pencil set, and the 72 Chroma Flow pencils added onto it as well. So it's going to be 12 different pencil sets in total. So those are my definites to complete. So something, at least something in Mythic World, hopefully lots of somethings. Something in Rooms of Wonder, hopefully many. That double page in Spirit Animals, which I've already started. So next is going to be what I would like to also complete if I have more time. So I would love to work in Enchanted Earth by Melpomene Chats of Hannah Gottlieb again. Now, I did have the candle page on my to-do list for April. It's back here somewhere. So it never happened, obviously. So I'm hopefully going to get to do that page this month. I may even possibly do this one with polychromos in some nice autumnal colours because we've got like the little maple leaves up here. It is giving me, we've got acorns as well. It does have a very autumnal feel to it, which it is at the moment. So actually, if I can get this done in May, I will get it done in autumn before winter hits us. It's absolutely freezing today. So possibly that might be a polychromos colour along. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, and next, I was also sent a copy of Wildflower Folk by Christine Caron from the lovely Monica. Now, this is the first book of Christine's that I've owned. I've never coloured any of her pages before, but her work is stunning. So let me know if you'd like to see that as a colour along on the channel, a page from this book. I would love to get one done. Like I said, oh, look at this. You don't really see... I was going to say older people, but it doesn't look old. He just has a little bit of wrinkles. You don't really see many wrinkly people in colouring books. Most faces that we colour in colouring books don't have any wrinkles. It's nice to get represented, us older folk, in a colouring book. That'd be interesting to colour. I've never coloured a face, that has wrinkles. That'd be a good one to do. See how beautiful and smooth everybody else's skin is? So let me know if there's another one. Old Wise Fairy. That's me. That's pretty. Oh, that was beautiful too. Lilies and pearls. That's nice for autumn. Some good Halloween pics. Oh, that's a good one for Halloween. That might go on the list for Halloween. That's really pretty. I like that page. Grandmother with her granddaughter. So many beautiful pages. So yeah, let me know down below if you want to see one of these as a colour along. Oh, look at the little dragon. That's so cute. I love colouring dragons. That's a really cute pic. Okay, and what else? So Flowerscape in Paradise, the new book from Maggie and Terios. This is on my list. If you haven't seen my flip through, it is up on the channel. There is a colour along as well from this book up on the channel too. But this is one of my favourite new releases from this year. And I've only coloured that one page so far, and I really want to do some more. The artwork in here is just stunning. And, you know, I love, love, love my Kirby pages. But sometimes after colouring all those big double page spreads, I just want to colour something pretty, some little pretty flowers. So maybe something from here. That seahorse page is really nice. That's cute. But so was that one too. You can see like nice stained glass window effect. So this is on my wish list to colour as well. What else? Last but not least would be Alien Worlds, which is down in my pile, so I can't grab it out right now. But I would love to colour some more in that book if I get the time, because those pages are a little bit more intricate than usual. I'm also feeling Rita Berman at the moment, and she's announced her new book coming, that she's off to Africa. Can't wait to see that one. So if you're interested in a Rita Berman colour along, let me know down below. And extra points if you can give me a book and a page suggestion too. I've been flipping through, I think beginning of last month I was looking at something to colour. Oh, and actually while I wasn't well, I thought I'll colour something simple, little page from a Rita Berman book, and I just ended up sitting there flipping through my books. The pages are just so beautiful. I couldn't pick one, and I just sat there and flipped. Which was just as fun. But if you have any suggestions and you want to see a Rita Berman colour along, let me know down below. So I am feeling a little bit ambitious this month, as you can see. After last month's plans went awry, we will see how much I can actually complete out of those. So one last thing, the Kirby community collab. So I am still missing just a couple of pages that I haven't received yet. So Ness and I have tried to contact everyone. There's just a couple of people I haven't heard back from, and I will tell you that what those pages are in a second. Where is it? Okay, so I'll say the page numbers and not the colorist names. The page numbers I still haven't received are pages 74 to 75, so that's a double page, page 77 and page 86. So if the colorist doing those pages could please get in touch with either Ness or myself, just to let me know how you're going. I'd really appreciate it. I'd like to have the completed book and the video up as soon as possible. So if you are seeing this, let me know, send me a message. If I don't hear anything by the end of this week though, I will most likely have to pass those pages on for someone else to colour, just so we can get the project completed. If there's anyone out there that is interested in being a backup for one of those pages, if you haven't already got a page in the collab, please let me know. Hopefully though, your service will not be needed. And in the meantime, Ness and I are still going to try and get a hold of those 3 people. So on that note, that is our April wrap up and our plans for May as well. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will chat to you all very soon. Bye for now.